If you've ever tried sleeping in a Model Y, you know this angle is the one thing that ruins a good night's sleep. The Havnby Pro claims to fix that with a self-leveling design. Now I've spent the last 2 nights out here to see if it actually works. But before we set it up, there's one detail about this mattress that is just nuts. They're selling it with a 5-year warranty. That's actually longer than the basic warranty on the car itself, which is a pretty bold statement on quality. Yeah, this is the mattress that we'll be setting up. So Havnby have kindly sent this to me to basically review and test out and see what I think. So yeah, I haven't used it at all. This is a headrest extender, which I shouldn't actually need for this mattress, but we'll see. Seats are down. As you can see, we've got that angle in the back there. If you saw a previous video where I reviewed the Frubel ultralight sleeping platform, it was fantastic because it basically just deleted that angle and meant you had a flat sleeping platform. However, some of you guys commented on that video and basically said, why not get a mattress that actually auto levels? And that is a very good point. So this is what this guy supposedly does, the Havnby Pro mattress. I had a quick look in this bag when it came. Now the bag seems decent. It's an interesting material. First impressions, it's a big bag. There's a lot of space in there, which could be good or bad. Good because you could fit more things in here, so you could maybe fit your pillow or blankets or stuff like that in there. The bad thing about it being big is that they might be thinking that you need this extra space to get the mattress back in. Got this amount of space left, so who knows, we'll see. We'll see if we can get it back down to this size. The bag seems okay. I don't know if the stitches on those handles would really hold up to a lot of wear and tear. I don't want to really pull on that because I feel like I could potentially break that. But in all honesty, with the bags, you're only really taking it from your house to your car, from your car to your house. You might even just leave it in your car permanently. So that's not a big deal. The zip is nice, very nice smooth zip. It just opens, it's just a bag, nothing's like connected inside. It comes with instructions, which is great, we'll get to that. And this is actually a bed sheet. First step, I believe, is just to bring it round to the top here. Now, pump. This is your air pump, so that's to be at the bottom. So, gosh, it's quite stiff. It's got these little buckles or clips. So you just unpop these clips. So our little 12-volt pump is all in here. The fridge is going to have to go off for now, but that's fine. This should be a quick inflation. Run the stopwatch to see how long it takes. So I'm going to hit start on 3, 2, 1. So we're at the 1 minute mark now. I reckon she's only got about 20% left to fill up. 1 minute 20 now, okay. I think it's getting to the end. Yeah, I'd say that's full. We'll stop that there. 1 minute 44, possibly even 1 minute 40, something like that. So yeah, I'd say that's a reasonable time to wait. It's got a really good cushioning there. I'm putting my body weight or leaning right into the mattress there, and yeah, I can't get it to bottom out. And what will be interesting to test now is, can we easily access the fridge with this in place? Oh, a bit tight. We could get in there. Suppose that you could lift, yeah, you could just lift the mattress up. But yeah, fridge is on, so that's ideal. We can get access, just need to potentially lift the mattress. And what I would normally always kind of advise as well is just kind of push your mattress up a bit so that it's not at the very bottom here. I think because this is so thick, you would have to do that anyway for the boot to actually latch shut. Yeah, it looks pretty flat. So remember before, the way the car was sitting, it was 0 degrees front to back, but it was 1 to 2 degrees left to right. 0. Brilliant. Left to right is 0. It's pretty much flat. Let's see up here where your head's gonna go, because that's really the important part. So we got 2 degrees there, 0 degrees there. So is this, I think it's actually the foam. Like it kind of feels like the foam is higher up here and it's slightly lower there. So maybe it just needs time for the foam to expand, but I would say that it's virtually flat. It's very, very close. It's maybe a degree or 2 out, if that. If you use a normal mattress on the Tesla, your head is going to sag down here because there's no support. But on this Havnby Pro mattress, it's got this support section here, and that's actually air. Instead of having a headrest extender, which is another item that you would have to bring, you can just, yeah, this works. Obviously, if your head was over right in the corner here, it's going to sag. If your head's here, it's not going to sag, and I mean, I don't think anyone's going to have their head right in the corner there. What will be interesting in terms of comfort, most likely going to be comfortable from your waist down, but that is kind of thin up the top there. Now you're going to have a pillow on top, so it's probably not the end of the world, but it'll be interesting to see how comfortable it is at the head neck area there. But yeah, first impressions so far. Does it solve the problem of the angle issue, the slope issue? Yeah, looks like it does. And it was easy to set up as well, so that was great. And another really interesting feature, I guess you could call it a feature, is this little window that you have here. So it says there sponge thickness 19 centimeters or 7.5 inches, obviously at this end, and then it's thinner at the top. But yeah, it's a transparent window. Obviously Havnby are being transparent here and letting you actually see that this is full foam. You've got a really thick mattress here. Because it's thicker down here and thinner at the top, it doesn't seem like you're going to really lose much headroom at the top there compared to using like a standard mattress. And the benefit of this mattress is that it's completely flat, and we don't need a platform, we don't need to do any DIY stuff. It just works, so that's great. Now, where is the top? It's an elastic sheet. Now normally with these sheets you've got a line at the top, which that looks like the line. Yeah, there's a stitching there, so typically that is the top. Oh, there you go, top. How about that? Easy. As you guys can tell, if I can Tesla camp, a monkey could Tesla camp. Yeah, I'd say that's good. So there we go, we've got the bed sheet on it. That really wasn't too difficult at all. Now you can obviously see as well, because I've pushed those seats forward, I've now got a ton more room. So if I push this all the way up, look at how much space we've got now. This is, I don't know off the top of my head the length of this mattress. I don't have my measuring tape with me as well, so I can't tell you currently. I'll put it on the screen though. What I'm curious about is, remember we spoke about these supports underneath? So because I've pushed this up, do they still work? Let's say I was sleeping my head up here, that is going to sag. So you are going to need a headrest extender most likely if you're looking to push this up as far as possible. It would be nice to not have to bring that headrest extender, but if we push it back to where it's going to be for most people probably, I mean if you're 5'6" or less, or if you don't mind, my feet just touch the inside of the boot or trunk if you're in the US. So if that doesn't bother you, then yeah, you're gonna have, I've pushed it back down now and you can see you've got a lot more support there. However, if you are taller or you prefer to have lots of leg room, that is gonna sag. So you are gonna need a headrest extender. Let me just briefly check the comfort of it. Get up here. Oh, that is nice. Oh yeah, that's nice. Is that the right word? Spongy? Let me actually lie down so I'm getting the full, I get the experience of having my head on it. Oh. Yeah, that's nice. This is going to be your view in the morning. That's going to be awesome. We had the first night sleeping on the Havnby Pro mattress, so I just want to give you guys my first impressions of what I think about it comfort wise and a couple of things that I've learned about it since actually using it. I thought when I sat on the mattress and when I first set it up, I thought it felt really spongy and it was going to be perfect, but when I actually tried to go to sleep, it just was way too firm, and I made the rookie mistake of not actually dialing in the level of firmness before I actually went to sleep. I was wrong yesterday when I said that this thing doesn't have any firmness adjustment. So if I take off the sheet, yes, there's no firmness adjustment at the top like you have with the Exped Megamat Auto and the Snoozo mattress, but you can actually adjust the firmness down here. So what you can do instead is you can still turn the same dial to basically suck the air out, but you don't need to actually plug the 12 volt cable in. So if I just turn this here, air's going to come out. Oh. Okay, so air's not coming out just now. However, I think that is because when you do this, it opens up the valve. But if I was sitting on there, if my weight was on there, then air would start coming out. I'm going to turn the valve and air should come out of here. Yes, so the air is coming out. You can feel it coming out of here. So all you need to do is turn that, and you can actually turn it with the sheet on. And I just reached over and basically released some air, and that was good because it then went a lot more cushiony and a lot more soft, but there was still enough air there to support me, but it just wasn't too firm. So after that, it actually was comfortable and I did get a good night's sleep. Sometimes it just takes a night or two to get used to a new mattress, so we'll see what it's like, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow how comfortable it is. If you are interested in the Havnby Pro mattress or the Havnby standard mattress, then you can use our code to the greens. It will save you a bit of money on the mattress if you do decide to buy it. I'll put a link in the description and the pinned comment if you do want to go and check out the mattress for yourself. So the Havnby Pro, as I showed you yesterday, it comes with, in fact, seems like the air's actually, because I've released air, the air has deflated out of that section. The mattress and the headrest extender were working against each other because this headrest extender is basically filling that gap. But what happens is when the mattress was fully inflated and Havnby's own headrest support section, if you want to call it that, it was basically sitting chunky here. So what that was doing was it was causing an angle, it was causing this bit to actually be higher, just basically because they're both fighting against each other. So Havnby have obviously designed this mattress not to be used with a headrest extender because you technically don't need the headrest extender. However, if you're like me and you like to push the seats forward as far as they can go and shove the mattress up as far as it can go, they both basically work against each other. So what I was going to do was get rid of the headrest extender for tonight and see how it goes with Havnby's own headrest support. But now that I can see that when I've let enough air out for the mattress to be comfortable for me, now that I can see that that headrest support area basically is deflated, it's not going to actually give me support if I do get rid of this headrest extender. So I'm actually going to keep this in place, and I'm hoping that with the adjustments that I've made to the firmness of this mattress, I'm hoping that I'm going to get a much better sleep tonight. We made it to day 3 and finally the rain is off. Definitely had a much more comfortable sleep last night on the mattress. So you can see there's still definitely some support and squish, so to speak, in the mattress. I guess if I really push all my weight down, it's almost bottoming out there. It is a great piece of kit, it does the job, you can have a comfortable sleep, and I'm pretty sure that after a few more nights of using it, I'll be able to set it up so it's even more comfortable for me. The crazy thing about this mattress is they're selling it with a 5-year warranty. So the warranty on the mattress itself is actually actually longer than the basic warranty that you get on the Tesla Model Y, which is just nuts in my opinion. But it's great for us because if within those 5 years the mattress fails on you, then basically they'll replace one under the warranty. And the other really cool thing is that you get a 90-day sleep trial. As far as I'm aware, they're the first in the Tesla camping space to actually introduce a 90-day sleep trial. So if you want to, you can do it without no risk. You can basically get the mattress, try it out for 90 days, see what you think about it. If you don't like it, just send it back and get your money back. What an absolute nightmare. Okay, this has definitely proven difficult to put away. Let me refer to the instructions because something ain't right. So they're not saying to actually strap it down. Because one thing I did notice is the strap does actually say on it, it says the rope is only used for delivery, not for other purposes. So they don't want you to use this to actually keep it contained. Okay, well, we'll follow the instructions and see. Okay, so fairly easy to roll that up, but now it's absolutely still massive, but let's do it the same, put the bag over. So after this trip, I spent some time attempting to pack the mattress away, in case I'd just been unlucky the first time. I found that by rolling it tightly and taking my time, then using the strap to secure it in place, I had much better luck. The mattress fit in the bag easily. It wasn't as small as it first arrived, but it was much smaller than it appears in this video. Because obviously when the mattress came, it was a lot smaller, a lot more compact, but that's because it's coming straight out the factory. It hasn't been folded up by a human being. Gosh. So that's why the bag is oversized when you do actually get it, because it's really quite difficult to put this mattress away, unfortunately. All I think Havnby need to do to make it a lot easier is those poppers that they have on the side. They need to put one at the top and then the bottom, so that when you're rolling it up and when they then meet, you can then pop them together, and it's going to keep it all contained, because that's the issue, is when you're actually rolling it up, it keeps trying to unravel, and if it's only you, it's really difficult to then grab the bag to put it in the bag without it unraveling. Yeah, that can be frustrating when you're trying to break camp and leave from an otherwise fantastic trip. So is the Havnby Pro worth it? Well, if that seat angle has been stopping you from enjoying Tesla camping, this is a legitimate fix. It's not the cheapest option, but with the 5-year warranty and 90-day sleep trial, it's hard to beat. If you have questions about the setup, drop them in the comments and I'll get back to you.